So, the animated version of Avatar The Last Airbender had a total of 20 episodes with a lot of filler episodes here and there. Meanwhile, the Netflix remake is said to have just 8 episodes. And with that, of course, there are certain characters from the animated version that may not make it into the Netflix show for several reasons. So we're going to be going over those characters in today's video. But before we get started, please hit that like and the subscribe button if you've not already. Avatar fans, better subscribe now because it's going to be Avatar videos from now on. So with that, let's get into what we have for today's video. First on the list is Haru, an earthbender first introduced in the 6th episode, Imprisoned. And he's one of those characters that just appeared in one episode throughout the entire season, only to reappear later on in the show. Now, in the grand scheme of things, his arc is not that important in the show. He's just the guy Katara motivated to use his bending to fight for the freedom of his village. That's all. And I think there was something going on between him and Katara, but that didn't go anywhere, so...
It's beautiful. It's not enough, is it?
No.
Plus, it doesn't help that we didn't get any casting news for his character, so I'm pretty sure he's gonna sit this one out, and it won't affect the show in any way, so I won't fault Netflix if I don't see him in this remake. This next one, I'm pretty sure nobody is looking forward to their live action portrayal because they're from one of the worst episodes in a very perfect show like Avatar. And by that, I'm talking about the entire squabble between the Jang tribe and the Ganjin in the 14th episode, The Great Divide. And they're definitely not gonna make it into the Netflix show. They weren't even featured in the iconic play from the Ember players in the 3rd season.
Look, it's the Great Divide, the biggest canyon in the Earth Kingdom.
Let's keep flying.
So, I don't see why they will be in this remake. And the only purpose that I will say that entire episode played in the grand scheme of things was to enable Aang put his peacemaking skills to test. And I'm sure nobody's gonna miss them, so we'll be fine if we don't see them in this live action remake. The next character that is likely not gonna return for this Netflix remake is
Wu! Look!
Oh my!
Now, personally, this was one of those filler episodes that I actually enjoyed because a lot of interesting things happened in it. We got to see Aang in action and how powerful he can be. And Katara also got an eye-opener to the way she saw Aang.
That Aang is one powerful bender.
I suppose he is.
All in all, it was a very fun episode. But all what I've described are things that can be incorporated into other episodes for the live action remake instead of dedicating an entire episode to it. Also, we didn't get any casting news for the character Aunt Wu, so her chances of being in this show are very slim. And finally, we have Zhong Zhong, the deserter from the 16th episode. He trained Commander Zhao and was the first to train Aang in firebending. That was of course until... But then after that, we didn't see him again until the last episodes of the final season. Now, the only reason why I think he's not going to be in the Netflix remake is because we didn't get any casting news for his character. But in this case, I don't think that's enough grounds for him not to be in the show because it's too important and the circumstances of that episode were vital to our main characters. For instance, Katara discovered that she had healing abilities, Zhao faced his former teacher, and as for Aang, well, he learned not to play with fire. And I know they could find a way to fuse all those events into different episodes, but not having Zhong Zhong, like, why? Or do you think they're keeping his actor a secret for one reason or the other? I don't see why though. But then the signs are pointing towards him not being in the show, and I'm curious to see how they'll handle that. So share your thoughts down in the comment section below. Is there any character that I didn't mention that you feel won't be in the Netflix remake? Let's hear it down there. Check out more of my videos on Avatar, like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys!